Hi. So I'm back with weekly ones, which I promised you guys. So along with politics, this time around, I'm going to give you some Bollywood gossip as well. I mean, I just thought, why not, to start doing something on Bollywood because there's hardly anyone who's doing it. But as usual, I'll start with my bread and butter, political journalism. Yeah, first topic was regarding this tweet of mine, which got viral, and it was I posted a picture of our very competent and young, dashing minister Aditya Thackeray, who is presently in Glasgow, Scotland, UK, and he's gone there for a conference, and he and his battalion of bureaucrats, 5 to 6 people of them were accompanying him. So I just tweeted a photo, and there was a story behind it that got viral. I wrote a blog on it, obviously, and yeah. By the way, those who don't know, I have my own blogs. You can read my blogs, English, Marathi, on www.vikrantjoshi.com. And this is just a new venture which I've started. Just talking, coming on YouTube, and trying to do the other side of journalism, which is more effective. That's what people told me. So I thought, why not I do it? Anyways, so this tweet got viral. I wrote a blog and then got numerous calls. And so it happened so that Aditya Thackeray was invited, not invited, I'll tell you. There was this United Nations Climate Change Conference, or COP26, which we know, Google it. It was held it is still being held in Scotland. This time it is in Glasgow. And we know it as COP26. Here, who are the attendees of these conferences? So, United Nations may. So, every country, okay, those who are listed with the United Nations and their presidents or prime ministers, or at the most their cabinet environment minister and secretary, they go there, they talk about climate change, they share, they have sessions like, how conferences are generally, they have sessions wherein they present their country's progress in terms of climatic change, or what are they doing to save the environment, so on and so on. So our country, obviously, we all saw our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. He went to the conference. We could, the pictures were viral of he and Joe Biden. They were shaking hands. So how did Aditya Thackeray reach there? I mean, India has around about 35, 36 states and 37 states. And how did Aditya Thackeray of all, we could see him, his pictures were viral. How did he attend? So when I got to know that our MVA government, like Maharashtra government, had requested the center, that's Delhi, to please allow, two people from our state to go and take a part in that conference, see what is happening. Aditya being the youth leader and youth icon, and he's very fond of all this environment issues. We all have seen him fighting for this RA and so many environment things he goes and does around. So he took the permission. He got the permission. But the permission was for only two people. Who were those two people to travel? To go to Glasgow in these times. It was Aditya Thackeray, the minister, and the Secretary of Environment of our state, Mrs. Manisha Mahiskar. Okay, so there's a protocol. When you go to this conference, bureaucrats, especially the IS officers, have to apply to GAD, General Administrative Department, which gives the permission, like, yeah, you can travel, everything. It's just a formality which has to go through. So the file goes to the CM. After GAD approves it, the file goes to the CM signs it, and accordingly, everything is done. But then, when the file reached the CMO, that's Chief Minister Office, Principal Secretary Ashish Kumar Singh saw the file. He saw the prospect of UK. Why don't I, take this chance and visit UK? So he jumped in and he went to the CM. He's like, sir, I would like to also participate and I would like to go. CM just looked at him. We all know how Uddhav Thackeray is. He looked at him and said, Aapka kya kaam hai? Why are you going? So he's like, no, sir, I belong to transport and we are introducing all these e-cycles and e-vehicles. They are hazardous. They are very useful to the environment. I would like to contribute. So CM, being the shrewd one, he did give the permission, but it was not against his will. So CM also taunted him, what I know. That boss, if you're going, then I should, environment say काफी related departments like there is industries, there's urban development. Even those secretaries will come up to me and they'll tell me, even I want to go. But anyhow, that didn't happen. Uddhav Thackeray did sign the file and he went. So Ashish Kumar Singh, Manisha Maiskar, and Aditya Thackeray, these three people flew into Scotland. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I think a day later, wife of Mr. Ashish Kumar Singh knocked onto the door where these guys were staying. By the way, Aditya Thackeray had booked this beautiful 3-bedroom villa in Glasgow where he would stay. Obviously, for him, Manisha Maiskar, Ashish Kumar Singh. But then this photo which I got, it had 6 people in the photograph. I'll tell you who all. 5 to 6 people. There was Aditya, Ashish Kumar Singh, Manisha Maiskar, Valsa Singh Nair. So she is wife of Ashish Kumar Singh. She's also an IS officer, by the way. She's into tourism and she's secretary to one of our department. And but as they say, I mean, what I heard from my sources, that she had not taken any permission from the government. She had just written a 3-line email, allegedly, what I've heard. And she just went. She just went and knocked onto the door of Ashish Kumar Singh in that villa, and everyone was surprised. And then next guest in the photograph was Varun Sardesai. I mean, I don't know what Varun is doing in terms of environment and he's secretary of Yuva Sena. I don't know what he was doing there yet, but still, yeah, he went there. I don't know who paid his travel expense and who was paying for his accommodation, food, falana, because all these government officers, obviously the government bears the bills, But I don't know about Varun. Why was he there? And some couple of other guys, some Tanmay and Ravi. So there were 6 to 7 people in a 3-bedroom villa. I don't know how they managed, who stayed at the hotel, and who, I don't know. I mean, that's not my part of investigation thing. But the thing which I wrote and which got viral was this: that Valsa Singh Nair, wife of Ashish Kumar Singh, went a day later to Scotland without any permission. Why did Ashish go in? I mean, Ashish Kumar Singh go. So if you all don't know, in Maharashtra right now, the department with Ashish Kumar Singh heads is state transport. And our ST buses, those red buses which fly on the road which in Maharashtra, all those people are they are on strike. They are not working right now, and there are a lot of difficulties which they are going through. Some demands have been kept which have not been fulfilled by the transport department. And in these times, I mean, where Ashish Kumar Singh, being the principal secretary, he could have drafted a plan, like his department is in question. Thousands of people have been sacked by the government right now. These ST drivers and cleaners and staff, Ashish Kumar chose to have a family picnic in Scotland rather than stay here, help his minister, Anil Parab. But no, he thought otherwise. He just went. Anyways, that's up to, I've in my blog, I've asked the chief minister to, have an inquiry that how all this happened. Why did Ashish Kumar Singh go one in this place, in the first place? And why did Valsa also come? Was it like a family get-together thing or there? Why did Varun Sardesai go? Let's see. I mean, time will say. And by the way, this wasn't, the story was not broken by me, and it was done by this activist, come my father's friend, Neeraj Gunde. Excellent man. I mean, yeah, very people are really very, he's a upright man, and yeah, he does a good job. So I just followed up with that story, and I got my part information, which I thought I should share it with you. So this is what is happening. When Maharashtra is burning, all the strike, there's violence in Amaravati, and our bureaucrats are in foreign country having a good time. And by the way, Aditya Thackeray and our team didn't meet Joe Biden and all. They just had 1 or 2 sessions, what I've heard. So I spoke to one of them in UK, and they said that they're going to give me whatever the work that Maharashtra has done there, whatever presentations they have done there, whatever little Maharashtra has achieved in terms of environment. So let them contact me. I will write it or I'll post it in my video next time. Yeah, that's about it. So that was that one story. Second story is like that chief secretary boss, our able, typical Kokanastha Brahmin, Sitaram Kunte sir is getting retired. on 30th November. So for those who don't know what is the chief secretary is, like, he's the BAP of all IS officers and IPS officers of our state. He's the controlling authority. He reports to the chief minister directly. So all bureaucrats, all whosoever in the state, they all report. Finally, in some or the other way, they all report to the chief secretary. So that post is going to get vacant. So who's going to be the next contention? Who will be the new chief secretary? I had written it in my blog. So one obvious name which comes to my mind is Manu Kumar Srivastav. He's right now ACS home. That's additional chief secretary home. Again, second most powerful post. But what my sources tell me, so this government is run by three parties. One is Shiv Sena, the other one is Nationalist Congress Party, and the third one is Congress Party. So the mood, or what my sources, top sources in Nationalist Congress Party tell me, that Vikrant, we are not going to put in a yes for Manu Kumar's name. Why? I mean, I asked them why. There are a couple of reasons. But first, let me tell you that every bureaucrat in our state or in our country, his ultimate dream, by the time he retires, this is the last posting. He wants to become the chief secretary, he or she. That's their ultimate aim in life. So, होता है इसमें काफी कुछ चीजें होती है, to get posted, which I'll obviously not share here. And so Nationalist Congress Party told me that no, Vikrant, we don't want Manu Kumar Srivastav. I asked them why. He's such a competent guy, and he's a very nice person. I don't know him much. Not met him once or twice. I think I've met him, but no, he's not. Not he's an elite person. Well, then, no, Vikrant. A couple of things which we have heard haven't gone down well with our party bosses and our party people, who was also in the government. What are those things? So he said, "Hey, that you remember Manu Kumar's son or daughter got married, and it was at the Regal Room, Trident, and some 1,000 people were there, and Mukesh Ambani was there, all the top people, Parambir Singh, everyone was there at that time. Mukesh Ambani was waiting there for he was there in the wedding for good 15-20 minutes, half an hour." So, and how could Manu Kumar, being a bureaucrat, he can afford these services, I mean, the Trident services, they're expensive. To entertain 1,000 people in Trident, it's no joke. It's no mean joke. And that too, udhar aisa jaake nahi ki khali achar aur roti khila diya. The proper spread, veg, non-veg, and his wedding. This was the reception I'm talking about. The wedding was held someplace else in outside Mumbai. So I don't know. Well, let's see. It's okay. Karte yaar. I mean, ek hi beta beti hote, why not? But they're like, no. And second thing, what he pointed out to me was, which I kind of agree, which I've heard from previous ministers who had Manu Kumar as their, secretary, that he doesn't sign any file. Manu Kumar sits on files. He doesn't, he's not that quick decision maker. And so he doesn't move files. And when you're chief secretary, boss, the whole burden of the stage burden is on you, and everyone is looking up to you. The bureaucrats below you, the ministers above you, they all are waiting. Like, chief secretary should be competent, and he should sign the files. He should use his logical side of brain, see the material, and just reject or approve the file. But apparently it's not the case with Manu Kumar Srivastav. That's what people have told me. And so obviously the next one in the line is our Sujata Sonic, not Manoj Sonic. Her husband is also an IS, but he's holding two very good portfolios. That's finance and PWD as the ACS of our state. But I don't see him, getting the favorite post of his. So I see his wife, Sujata Sonic, again, a no-nonsense officer, lovely officer, very hardworking, honest to her job. I've never heard any hanky-panky things about her, she's like corrupt hai, ya kuch nahi, nothing. She's absolutely dead straight. And she's a worker, honest worker, hard worker. And I think even NCP Supremo, Sharad Pawar, and many other leaders, who play an active role in choosing our chief secretary, they have Sujata Sonic in their mind, because our Pawar Sahib has, Sharad Pawar has always supported this women cause and, various women empowerment things. So I think, and she's a Dalit too. So I think Maharashtra would first time see a Dalit lady becoming a chief secretary. First time it will be in our history. And I think Pawar Sahib would want that credit to his name, under his belt. And he would convince Uddhav Thackeray. That's what CM Uddhav Thackeray. I think so, because ultimately the power lays in CM's hand. So, but I think Sharad Pawar will convince him. Yeah, that's about it. So Sujata Sonic is the obvious person who might score, but you never know with this politician. Tomorrow, if Manu Kumar becomes, he convinces his NCP guys and Congress and Shiv Sena that I'll be signing the files. You never know. Tables might turn. But right now, the mood is Sujata Sonic. Third story. So just on 30th, I think 31st October last month, a very able and a very nice officer by the name Anil Gaikwad, who was secretary in PWD, a dear friend of mine, got retired. But to everyone's surprise, so Lok Satta is an Express Group newspaper, Marathi newspaper, widely circulated, #1 newspaper, you might call it. So I just opened the papers one on the 1st of November. So obviously, I read 13 papers. So one of them was Lok Satta. And I could see full page advertisements, newspaper advertisements. There was advertorial and there were like advertisements, just thanking Mr. Gaikwad for his services. So I saw the name, who's the, Shubh Chintak kaun hai bhai? So apparently there were these two engineers, some Patil guy and Son Takke, they're like executive engineers in PWD. Boss, it's no mean task to give advertisements in Lok Satta. It costs around about 25 lakh rupees. So where did these guys, get money from? Look at the level of corruption we have. Yeah, I mean, 25 lakhs just to say a thank you to your mentor. Advertisement, yeah. तो 25 लाख किसी और को दे दो यार, मतलब घर तो चले किसी का. But no, I think they wanted his because I don't know. That's what it's done. So I've tweeted and I've complained to the Income Tax and Anti-Corruption Bureau to look into the matter. To how did this money come from? Who was billed? And yeah, so that's about it. So that's the political story. What I have then, obviously, and Chief Secretary is done. Aditya Thackeray is done. PWD is done. Now some Bollywood. I mean, people ask me, why don't you start talking on Bollywood? Because you have access, you have contacts there also. Well, yeah, so one story which came to my mind was this Vicky Kaushal and Katrina Kaif's wedding. And they bought a house. So let me tell you where the house is, one. So most of you all know Santa Cruz. Yeah, Santa Cruz West. So there's this huge aeroplane garden. So by that, once you're coming from Bandra, and if you cross that Juhu garden going towards Juhu, end of the road, where's this Millennium ka showroom and the Shivaska haircutting salon and all. Bus. So don't turn right, just turn left. It's towards the Gautan, and there's this huge building where Vicky Kaushal apparently has rented the place. He's not bought it. To buy the flat, I'll tell you again. So he's rented the flat. It's around 5,000 square feet carpet, and they say the media was reporting that they want to stay after marriage here in this flat. And believe me, this flat, I've been to the building. One of my friends has rented the place, and the rent is around about 7 to 8 lakh rupees per month with a deposit, 6 months deposit thingy. But let me tell you, I've never seen such a beautiful apartment ever in my life. One of my friends stays on the 7th floor. And I went to his house for a evening tea. And boss, you're just in the sea, literally. And this huge French windows. You're sitting in one corner of the house, and you just feel you're in the sea. Then there are bedrooms, and bedrooms. As soon as you get up, first thing you see is sea. Next to my house, I always see this Gujarati uncle scratching his stomach, morning mein. But yeah, kisi ka kismat was people have their destiny. Katrina Kaif is going to, and Vicky Kaushal are going to get up and see the sea. Though it's black, though it's polluted, but yet. Yeah, so the building is there. And huge house, beautiful house. And one flat is costing, what I know, is about 50 crores. But yeah, as I told you, Vicky Kaushal has rented it. The rent is about 7 to 8 lakh rupees. And guess who are the neighbors? So the top floor, which I think Katrina bought, belonged to Goenka, the Goenka group of people. And then there are Ali Morani, Karim Morani ka flats in that building. And one floor is Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma have bought it. Bought it or rented? I don't know. We have to check. But Virat Kohli and Anushka do stay there at times. Whenever they are not staying at Worli, that's Santa Cruz. It was like a stone throws distance from my house, but I never knew, you know. But then I saw the cars and all, fascinated, boss. But what a house. I mean, those who staying around, Jube, and Bandra, go tell your estate agent, make go for, there are a couple of flats which are, you know, empty and which are looking out for, they're looking for renting it out or selling it. But one flat is costing 50 crores. So, जिसका budget है वही जाना. But have a look. It's beautiful. I mean, आपको ऐसा लगेगा आप स्वर्ग में हो. Anyways, second, I saw Rani Mukherjee, yeah, on this Big Boss and Kapil Sharma show. Boss, whatever I had heard about Rani, I could see this time. You know, she's come on screen after a long time, after Mardani too. And we were just chilling out at a friend's house. And this friend is from Bollywood. And, he or she, I won't quote, they work for Yash Raj. And boss, he was telling me, this Rani Mukherjee is, you know, that strict boss, you know, what everyone hates. Yeah, hates. No one likes her because she's too shrewd. You know, जो अभी शादी मतलब जिसने success or power इतना देखा है, because her husband Aditya Chopra, you know, is the biggest person in the industry. So, you know, attitude has come, that money could be seen and the throwing weight can be seen. I saw that in that Kapil Sharma show, you know, the attitude which she was sitting. Even Saif Ali Khan was like, you know, like this. And Saif Ali Khan is no small person, he's Nawab after all. But even the show, you know, I could see that he was, you know, out of respect. Kapil and that Siddhant Chaturvedi, whatever that guy is, that Ranveer Singh ke movie wala, he was like, they were on their toes, boss. Rani ko naraz mat karo. You know, in between the shoot, she's calling that person, ki, Arey, mera ye nikal gaya, wo nikal gaya. Attitude, typical. But yeah, the richness can be seen, the attitude can be seen. Nothing wrong with it. Obviously, she's earned it. She's married the man. She's married the person who controls Bollywood. So why not? But यार वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, वो पेड़ जितना बड़ा होता है या विशाल होता है, वो झुका हुआ ही अच्छा दिखता है. So my advice to Rani would be, you know, people are talking crap behind your back in your office. So, you know, just a little bit humbleness and being polite it wouldn't help. You know, it would help for you to start people liking you. People आज आपके नीचे काम करते तो डर के काम नहीं करना चाहिए. They might not tell you this, but yeah, that's the mood of your office के अंदर. And third, watch Red Notice on Netflix. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I love the movie. थोड़ा लंबा था, but ठीक है, I liked it. Then I watched this, was that 1.5 Hotstar पे, this KK Menon thingy. Very nice. It's awesome. KK is looking very nice. Whatever the name of the series was. But watch it. He's nice. He's acted well. And he's done something to his face and hair though. But it was only 4 episodes. Neeraj Pandey guy who made Wednesday and all. I liked it. The story is gripping. They've acted really well. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, that was my week overall. Politics ke upar itna hua. And Bollywood ka itna. I started, now I'll, you know, dig more into the Bollywood sources, try and get you some scoops, inside stories. And yeah. So till then, that's me, Vikrant Joshi, signing off. And yeah, see you soon next Monday. Beach mein ek aadbar, if anything interesting happens, we'll jump in. Take care. Bye-bye.